back to the channel. I don't know why I say that, because you're here every day anyway. So, anyway, all after the excitement of last night. Jeez. After all of the excitement from last night, Peter Schmeichel signing for Celtic, finally. Getting the deal over the dotted line. Getting the deal over the dotted line. Who is Celtic going to sign next is the big question that all Celtic fans want to know. Good morning, Hazel. How are you this morning? I think we can say, no matter what other people in Scottish football say, and no matter what anyone else in the press says, Peter Schmeichel is a marquee signing. He is a marquee signing. He's up there along with the fact that we've got Joe Hart. When we managed to get Joe Hart, that was a marquee signing. People couldn't believe that Joe Hart had came to Celtic, and especially signed on a 3-year deal. The fact that we have got Schmeichel on a 1-year deal is fine by me, because we've signed a replacement. We've been forward-thinking for once, but we're still lacking in 3 departments. We're still lacking a striker. We let O walk out the door. So they must think that there's a striker on their way. Celtic would not let O out the building if they never had another striker lined up. Now, maybe it is Adam Ida. We don't know. Maybe it's A.N. other. Maybe it's A.N. other. I think that Celtic, now that we have got the ball rolling, they are being very clever this transfer window. And it's not the whole scale fire change that we're used to seeing at Celtic, where they get rid of a lot of players. But talking about players that should be leaving, where is Benji Siegrist? Benji Siegrist obviously never made the trip to America, so it'll be interesting once Brendan Rodgers is back in Scotland, if the media will ask him these questions. Where's Benji Siegrist? Where's other players that are missing? Where's James McCarthy? Why does nobody ask that question? Why does none of the Celtic media guys never ask that question? Where's James McCarthy? Are they all being sworn to secrecy? Has everyone been sworn to secrecy that you don't talk about James McCarthy? Right? He's got nudes of Lawwell's wife. You don't talk about James McCarthy. Right, let's dive into the comment section before we blather on anymore. It's going to be just a quick live this morning for around about 10 minutes at this rate. Hazel was first in. Ali Boy 1888 was first in. Mark Boyd was in. Morning to you. Mike Powers. John is in the house also. Tam Mack's in the house. Sean is in the house. Morning Baz. Duncan's in. Martin Linton's in. Just off the night shift. I used to hate night shift. That's a bit late for night shift. 9 o'clock, I know. I used to do 10 till 6. And I feel your pain. See, anybody that does night shift, hats off to you, because it's murder. It is murder. Used to do day shift 6 till 2. And then back shift 2 till 10, and night shift 10 till 6. And it was just god awful. I've done that for years. The money was good at the time. The mid-90s, the money was good. I've got to say that. But I had young kids and that as well, so the money was really good. But anyway, you are just off the night shift. Martin, Northampton, Tim's in. Jamie's in. Jamie says, hi guys, hope you're all right. I'm good. Patrick is in. Pork Chops is in. And where's the players? Peter Lawwell. I don't think Peter Lawwell was the one to ask. But what about the hotshot Hamish? He'll probably go with a low offer. Yeah. Baz, it's 28 already here, hitting 30 plus. The temperature with me is 29 degrees already. 29 degrees. And the reason I'm late this morning is I was cleaning the pool. Because I hate the sand that comes from Africa. I hate the sand that comes from... We get a lot of sand in the air from Africa here, and I hate it. And it just clogs the pool up, and you've got to vacuum the pool in the morning whilst it's cool enough. Anyway, that's not a few days. Lorna is in the house. T.Y. McDonald's in the house. Sign your mal, if only. Morning, Baz. Hope you're well at the weekend. David Armagh. Those great fighting men from Armagh. I thought it was... Bernabé go, we should get a left back incoming. Slightly concerned. I'm not, because Adam Montgomery is left back. Adam Montgomery is on tour with Celtic. Is Adam Montgomery ready to step up that level to first team football? That is the question that you need to be asking yourself. Brendan Rodgers wants to make sure that we build a team for the future. He wants to make sure that we retain as much of this squad as possible, retain as much of the squad as possible, but bring in the youth players that are going to be the players of tomorrow. And that is a facility. Put your teeth in, Baz. That's the route that Brendan just wants to go down. That is. Do you think we have to move on from Ida? Never say never, but I think it's going to be one that goes at the late end. Remember chewing the fat a lot when you're on night shift. Yep, morning Baz, just in the door. Morning Tim's, says Connor. Stuart Ramsey's in the house. Uncle Stuart is in the house. Mickey Flynn's in the house. Hello, Baz. If no Ida, go for the Aberdeen player. No, I'm not too sure about the Aberdeen player. He would score a lot more goals in the Celtic side than Aberdeen. Yes, he would. But what is the sell-on? You have to think it from the Celtic perspective. They will only buy in players that they think that they can potentially improve and sell on for a vastly inflated profit. Can you do that with the Aberdeen striker? I think not. And you've got to remember, before he was at Aberdeen, his goal scoring record wasn't that great. When you look back his stats, before he got to Aberdeen, his goal scoring record wasn't that great. Mark says, Brendan Rodgers will walk again. He's been shafted once more. I don't think so, but we're all up to our own opinion. Big Dom says, relax everyone. We would prefer to be homeless, hun. No, we wouldn't. Tony Wood says, Baz, are you breaking them teeth in for Shergar? I am this morning. Can't talk worth of shit this morning. It's because I got up and done the pool all of a sudden today. I'd done the pool and just got the pool done. So, yeah. Jim F is in the house. Lorna is in the house. Saying hi to Big Dom. Mark Boyd is in the house. What about that striker we put a bid in for last summer? The one from Brøndby, Kidsford Garden, or whatever his name was. Yeah, and we were short of about 400,000. We wouldn't pay the extra 400,000 for the striker. Are we going to go back this summer with an improved offer for him? Does he have the potential for sell-on again? Or do they now want too much for him? Either signing will be done on the last day. Peter Law will fuck it up. Yep. Paying for chip suppers. Yeah, it will. I think that the Adam Ida one's going to go right down to the wire, I think, if Celtic can get that deal done. When it comes to Paulo Bernardo, Celtic are still pissing about with sell-on clauses. It's understood. I mean, I thought they had agreed the deal for the $3.5 million. So what is the hold-up with the Paulo Bernardo deal? I mean, it was all announced. It was announced by people in the know, seemingly, that Paulo Bernardo done deal to Celtic, $3.5 million. Even Sky said it. Sky said that Celtic have had an agreement for Paulo Bernardo. So what is the hold-up? Is it that they want a 30% sell-on clause and Celtic are saying, no, you're only getting 20 or 10 or something like that? There seems to be a problem in that area. And is it Paulo Bernardo's wages that some have suggested? Some have suggested that Paulo Bernardo's wanting 20, 30 grand a week or something. But I don't know. They would know exactly what his wage would have been at Benfica. So surely it wouldn't be out with the realms of Celtic financial to get him in on the deal that he was on. So anyway. Move on. Martin says, local clubs, we have money to burn. We will ramp up the price for players, and the club are in a terrible situation. I hope that either story doesn't go like Patrick Roberts and go on and on and on, and then he's going to sign every summer. Now, I think if Adam Ida doesn't sign this summer, he's never going to sign for Celtic. Because we tend not to go back for players. We tend not to go back for players. Anyway, there's not a lot of Celtic news around regarding transfers, as would be expected, because it is all about the goalkeeping situation has been solved at Celtic. Celtic can make a marquee signing, some of the headlines. Can't wait to get started. Obviously, we spoke about this last night on the Celtic Live. If you missed the Celtic Live last night, Make sure you go back and watch it, where we spoke about Peter Schmeichel and the fact that he is now a Celtic player. I'm just trying to get into something, studio. Let me just get into this. Go on, analytics. Details. And there was over 3,000 people watched that video last night also. Now, there is other news regarding the channel this morning. As you will have seen, Lorna's getting to put up these little emojis. And she does that because she is a channel member. She was joined by being a channel member by someone else last night. I've not checked out who it was yet. Live post. Let me just go to that and then click on to... no, I need to click on the live. There we go. So yeah, you see Lorna has these little emojis that she can get on the channel. You can join the channel as a membership, and there is the link. Join the channel and you can get all these emojis and things. There will be other things. There'll be members only podcasts and members only lives where we can just sit and fucking swear and shout and slag off the Huns completely, but you can join the channel. It is only £4.99 a month. YouTube get 30% of it. I'm just telling you that straight off. YouTube take 30% straight away, and then it leaves me around about £3.47. So that's that way of just donating to the channel. Make sure that this is worthwhile for me. I'm doing it every day. Paul says, shite news as usual, Baz. That's not your fault, Baz. But good morning to all my Fenian brothers and sisters. Sandwich Boy says, morning. Liz Donnelly says, good morning. And Lorna is hit the thumbs up troops, because there's only 45 thumbs up on the video this morning. How was that? Yeah, 47 now. Anyway, who would you like to get in next? I think that Celtic are going to be clever when it comes to the left back. Adam Montgomery was put out on loan last season. He didn't make the whole season, did he? But I think that Celtic need to look, and everyone's been crying out for it for long enough. Celtic do have a lot of youth players on the tour with them, and I think that the manager will play them against Manchester United and Chelsea to see what kind of level they're at, whether they're ready to be in and around the first team. They're not going to be first team regulars, but if you can have Adam Montgomery sitting in the sidelines and then bring him on gradually, game by game throughout the season to get him up to speed, it can only be good for Celtic. And yes, it will save us money, but maybe Celtic are banking the cash. Oh, I need to get ready to go. Maybe Celtic are banking the cash because they're going to go out and spend £20 million on a midfield player for the replacement of Matt O'Reilly if Matt O'Reilly leaves. And on that note, I need to go because I've got to take the missus to the hairdressers and drop her off. Yes, a man's job is never done. Thank you everyone that commented this morning. What happened with Mikey Johnson? Mikey Johnson's still there. He's still at Celtic and he's still in America. Anyway, that's me done and dusted for this morning. Apologies, it's just a quick one. We'll do another live later on today at some point where we can talk about potential signings that we would like to see at Celtic. And on that note, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans all around the world. Gotta go.